Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Yesterday I had the opportunity to speak with Queer Eye star and New York Times best-selling author all about his new cookbook, Antoni, Let's Do Dinner. It's a great idea to have all of these recipes put together, his favorite recipes. He's quite the foodie, and he loves to cook things that are healthy with simple, fresh ingredients. Let's take a look.
Today's an absolute honor to be speaking with New York Times best-selling author and Queer Eye star, Antoni Porowski. He is returning after the blockbuster success of his first book, Antoni in the Kitchen, with Antoni, Let's Do a Dinner. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so jealous of you. Do you want to know why?
Yes.
Because you are so much closer to Tan France than I am right now. And it's really making me miss him and his husband and his dear sweet baby. But I'll get through it, and we'll do what we got to do today to get by.
Well, when the time is right, you just need to come out.
100%.
Well, we'll look forward to that. But in the meantime, it's an exciting day because of this new book. Tell me more about it.
I'm so excited. So this is my second book. My first book, Antoni in the Kitchen, was basically like a culinary memoir of dishes that shaped me, recipes that didn't quite make it to past the editing room in Queer Eye, to food that I ate as a college student. And with Let's Do Dinner, it's a continuation of that, but it's basically the kind of food that I eat for dinner on any given day of the week. Pandemic aside, my life, has changed a lot since Queer Eye's come out. And the irony is that I actually have a lot less time in the kitchen. And what the pandemic taught me is that we have to be adaptable. Sometimes things aren't readily available. And we have to be ready to kind of adapt and to tweak things. So this book is really a reflection of that. And it just basically shows you what you need in your pantry in terms of like pantry staples, so that when you go to a grocery store, all you have to do is get a protein, 1 or 2 vegetables, and you're ready to go to have an excellent dinner on the table in less time.
I'm curious, is cooking something that you absolutely love, or do you just really enjoy being efficient and making things that are quick and easy and healthy?
I genuinely love it. For someone like me who's pretty ADD, pretty hyper, I can't focus on many things. Being in the kitchen for me is the most meditative thing. I feel centered. It gives me a sense of purpose, especially when I'm making food for somebody else. It's just nice to think about somebody and put like love and care into being able to make something for somebody.
And you share exuberantly easy dinners is how it's been described. So tell me about some of these easy dinners you have in the book.
Totally. I have a few of them right over here that I can talk about. Look, everyone is familiar with pesto and pasta, right? It's something we've either had in restaurants 100 times or we've made a version of it ourselves. So my version just tweaks it a little bit by taking out the pine nuts and swapping it out with almonds, marinating some zucchini just to get the vegetables in there. Your kids won't notice it as much because pesto is already green and so are the zucchinis. Adding a little bit of chili flakes, fresh basil, and some crushed almonds. You can add protein to this like chicken or salmon and you have a full meal, or just have it as is and it's great. This is like the not so sleeper hit of the book. It's my sheet pan chicken. I'm obsessed with sheet pan dinners. The pandemic taught me the power of those. They're all over social media. And this is my favorite way to have it because it has so few ingredients. It couldn't be easier and it tastes so good. Bursting red grapes with red onion, loads of rosemary, whole chicken thighs with a little bit of ancho chili powder, olive oil, salt, pepper. I literally just listed all the ingredients in the recipe. The pan juices that come off of this when you're sopping up bread, or if you're alone like me, and in your kitchen and just taking a spoon and drinking it like it's like the greatest juice ever. I love this stuff.
Oh, it all looks absolutely delicious. And it sounds like these recipes really are a great example of how you keep steps, pans, all to a minimum, and ingredients too.
Totally. I think it's all about, like, there's actually a section in the book before the recipes even start. It's how to keep your pantry stocked my way. And it's all the things that I keep, so when I do go to the grocery store, it's really a short trip. If I don't already have the protein frozen in my freezer, whether it's chicken breasts or if you have like some piece of fish or something, you're going to the store just to get 2 to 3 things. Nothing drives me crazier when I really want a quick dinner, but I'm trying a recipe out for the first time and I get like 20 different things. I use half of them and I'm left with so many ingredients that I don't know what to do with. And so this helps you kind of like work on eliminating food, or minimizing food waste, I should say, and just kind of like stretching out every ingredient, making sure that you use it so that you don't have to throw anything out.
really simplifying is so useful right now.
Totally.
You've shared so many great recipes with us from this cookbook. Do you have a favorite in the book?
A favorite in the book? I would say the one, honestly, that I make more often than anything else would be my warm kale rotisserie chicken salad. So I buy a rotisserie chicken at the grocery store, some kale salad, which instead of massaging it, because I don't know about you, but I don't have time to do that during the week, a warm vinaigrette, pouring it over, just softens those greens, and then adding some hazelnuts, some chili flakes, some pulled chicken, raisins, and you have an awesome salad that'll actually sit well, and the next day you can have leftovers.
Oh, sounds absolutely delicious. All right, we all need this cookbook. Where can we get it?
Okay, so if you go to the link in my bio of my Instagram account is Antoni, Antoni. You can find out about all the awesome virtual events I'm going to be doing this week, where I'll be cooking more and chatting with some friends of mine, and you can also order the book from there as well.
The book, Antoni Let's Do Dinner, is on sale September 14th, 2021. Thank you so much, Antoni, for joining us today. So excited to get cooking, and thank you so much for sharing these great recipes with us.
Thank you so much for having me.